Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in again. I'm ready to send my happy mail to Margaret, and I'm actually reusing the box that she had sent to me, but I decorated it a little bit because there was a label underneath here, of course. I'm obviously going to add her name and address, but I thought I would not do that for the video, so I don't have to cover anything up. I used to be a Forever Friends fan. I collected all kinds of stationery, and I found this paper pad and it just took me back to the 90s, and I'm thinking the 90s are vintage now too, right? I mean, it's new vintage, and I'll just show you what I'm sending. She responded to a video in which I showed these floral fabrics, the blue and the pink one. She said that she really liked those, so I added a little bit of that and this very cute fabric as well. Then I've got some napkins. I don't know if you like using those, but I thought I would add them. How Dutch is this? And that one, I do enjoy it, so I hope you do too. It has a bag on it. This is a vintage children's book with the cutest illustrations, I thought. And you are like me in the sense that you're afraid to take books apart to use them, but I thought, I mean, it's cute, but yeah, you can use this, right? So I was hoping you will. Then I recently got a die cut machine. Yes, I found one for a very good price at the Action store, which is the best place to get craft supplies, really. I just tried something out on some dictionary pages. I really like the look of that, so I thought I would just add them to the Happy Mail. I don't know if you're going to be able to use it, but oh well. There is a database online that has many newspapers. This, I think, was from 1924. I'm not sure. I printed it on hand-dyed paper with onion skins, and I think there are some very cool ones, and it's actually from Rotterdam, which is a city nearby where Margreth lives. So yeah, I like to add a personalized piece of ephemera. And then I folded these teeny tiny envelopes, and they have a teeny tiny card in there and some dried hydrangea flowers on the front. And these are made out of Vergade album pages. I made this small envelope. This is the tablecloth that I recently thrifted, and I just cut out the embroidery and stuck it on there. And I filled this with, let's see, some labels that I printed on onion skin dyed paper, some stamps, which I hope you'll like, and whoops, maybe you'll recognize this. These are from Albert Heijn, which is a very big supermarket here. They have this roll of wrapping paper in the supermarkets in case you buy something that you want to give as a present, and I cut things apart so you have these small ephemera things, so maybe they're nice to use in a collage or something like that. And it's Dutch, so it's also always nice to have real ephemera. And then I couldn't help myself, just added a couple of these, which come from an ice cream box. I really like these illustrations, so I thought, if you don't like them, you can always throw them away. It was supposed to be trash anyway. I rescued it, but it can just go back into the trash if you don't like it. Then I have some small things. This is washi tape. This is a ribbon that I recently thrifted. This is it's like vellum ribbon. These small long bits of vellum with botanical prints, and then there's also one with stars on the inside. Let me just see if I can show you. There's the botanical one. And this is the one with the stars. Then I made you a sheet of printable things that I scanned or made myself. I made this card, but you can use these as just tiny cards or parts of a collage. Our previous currency, which is the gulden, so I scanned that in. This is some, Nee, niet doen! Dat is niet voor jou. Ga eens weg. Stouterd. Sorry. My cat, I don't know what's wrong with my cat. She eats paper. When I'm not looking, she'll grab a piece of paper and runs off with it. It's very interesting. Anyway, I scanned this in because I found that at the thrift shop, like a tiny carpet, like an embroidered carpet. And this is a handkerchief. This is the back of this carte de visite. I really like that. This is a scanned ribbon. And this is a winter embroidery piece that I found at the thrift shop recently. So yeah, I hope you like using these and cutting them apart. I printed it on quite sturdy paper. It's actually matte photo paper. Then I've selected, recognize this? I've selected a bunch of scrapbook paper, 6x6. So I hope you'll be able to use it, just different patterns and kind of a lot of Forever Friends in there. I really like it personally, so I hope you do too. Then I've added some cards of paintings, and then because you are a cat lady too, I added some cat cards. You might be able to use those. Then I have a bunch of papers, like loose papers. This is a sheet of wallpaper. This is actually the wallpaper that we have in our bedroom. These are book pages from a botanical book by Jacques P. Thijssen, who also wrote the Vergade albums. These are recipes from the Margreth cookbook. Margreth is a Dutch magazine that still exists today. I really like those illustrations. This is some ledger paper. Very sturdy actually, so I really like that. Some pages from a book by Rembrandt. These pages are from very old magazines that I found recently too. And this one. I'm not really sure what this book was about. Something about nature, but I really like the color of the pages and the illustrations. These. So, yeah. And then some pages from a botanical book. that also has black and white photos, but I really like those. These, well, you know, you can cut them apart, you can use the pages if you want to. And then I made you a little folder. That has all kinds of cards and tickets. Doilies in here, some classic albumplaatjes. I'm not really sure how to translate that. Like when you write in a friendship book or an album amicorum, I know that's the word in, it's a Latin term, really. But I thought these were cute as well, so I have a couple of those. And then it has a small pocket in the front that has some cut apart tickets, some cards from a game, a playing cart. Whoops. And then this side has those playing cards as well. Then I have a small envelope that has some paper in it, obviously, for book notes, and just some paper. This actually came from a Love Notes kit, like a small gift box. So maybe you can write your husband a nice love letter. And then I have some more playing cards. Those are the same. And this is the quartets. And then a Rotterdam card, because you told me that that's a city that means a lot to you and is close to you. So just some goodies. And then I made you this little matchbox that has all kinds of trinkets in there, small buttons. These bead caps that I found at the thrift store, and a key, and some of those brads. Splitpenne is what we call it. Put a secret message on here that says, make it happen. Don't want to force you to do anything, but just kind of like make it happen. Your happiness, your plans, your dreams. That's the idea. And then last but not least, I made these, I guess you would call them baubles. Back in the day when I first discovered Pinterest, these were the first things that I pinned. And I made them. I made so many of them, but I never really added anything to it except for, you know, the paper things. And now I actually use those bead cap things and some beads to decorate it a little bit more. So of course you're not going to be able to put this in your journal, but maybe you can hang this from, I like to hang them from doorknobs or anything that has space to hang things from. But I just used some pattern paper and then some book pages. So I don't know. I really enjoyed making these, so I hope you like them. So that was pretty much everything that I selected. I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!